Welcome everyone, I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Langrisser Mobile. It's a new month, so new banner, and let's see what we got going on here. Secret Realm Store, got a new Andriel armor. Gains all the target's factions. Gains a chance to, when moving through any unit, gets mobility reduction. Oh great, more mobility. Alright. Great for Andriel. I don't use him, so it's not useful for me. There is new Resplendent Conquest, which is great. So be sure to use those. New SP classes. We have 3 new ones, it looks like. We got one for Orc Berserkers. Soldier attack increase. Let's see. So what's the original was. When above 80%, they have 45% increased attack. With this, they just get flat 30%, and when entering battle with a melee attack, they get an additional 15%. And then after battle, deals additional damage equal to 15% of the target's max HP. So it does fixed damage. It's not terrible. It's a lot better than what it was originally. For those who haven't seen my previous Apex matches, my only complaints about the SP troops right at this point is just the order that they're being upgraded in. It feels like they haven't really upgraded that many tanky troops, but we do have the Royal Cavalry at the very least. Fortunately, the issue with the Royal Cavalry right now is just not very many female tanks can actually take it. So yeah, the originals is just reduces a lot of physical damage when they're at full HP. Now it is percent based, so the higher their HP, the more the reduction is, up to 45%. And then when they're above 70% HP, they get increased attack and magic defense. Now I believe, yeah, it's as part of the upgrade, it's going to add Christian to the list of troops that can be upgraded, which will be nice. So good stuff there. Let's see, Royal Cavalry, and then over here I think it's Exorcist? Nope, Bishops. Bishops, so their gimmick was just increased healing, and they get increased defense when their HP is at a certain level. And now it is increases defense and magic defense of all allies within 2 blocks by 10%, which is not too shabby. I don't think it's going to add any. It doesn't look like it's going to add any new troops. I mean, there's a ton of people that can use bishops, so not too shabby. As for inscriptions, I actually don't know. Give me a moment. Alright, I had to actually look up who this was. So Theon and Asara are getting their inscription enchants. And I'm blind right now. Where is Isara? Oh, there she is. Isara, the tank. So, class, no, it's under equipment. Casting pattern. High voltage blast, AoE damage, skill range, and span +1, attack and defense +5%. So, I mean, her 3C is an AoE and does reduce mobility. I mean, assuming your target is not immune to all debuffs like every other hero, this could actually be kind of interesting. I mean, range 5 blocks, spans 4 blocks. Though I think you have to target an enemy for it to actually make it work. So it's probably pretty limited. Okay, well, we got that going for us. Alright, summons. I don't really know anything about these characters. Glancing at some Chinese matches, I have seen Shaman boxes. I have never seen Makara. I did look her up like a while ago, and it was like she has some weird like setting of traps and things. and other than that, I know absolutely nothing. So I'm probably just going to focus on just getting one copy and just going from there. Alright, let's summon. For those who've been watching my previous Apex videos, I did decide to go ahead and switch Bright Summoner to Holy. We'll see how that plays out. It did drop her power by a bunch, but now she has a longer attack range, and we'll have the Holy summon to help out. She also becomes a flyer. Also, I'm not sure if I need Shem. Well, thank you for saving the trouble, so now I don't need to worry about getting him. But this does fill me with dread. We've had pretty good luck the past couple of months. Fallen Prince, a prince who lost everything save for his determination to protect his kin. No idea what he does. Literally no clue. Alright, let's see if we can get Makara. Yeah, I wasn't sure if Shim was required for any of Makara's bonds, or if Shim will be required in any future bonds. But yeah, unfortunately now, only 40% chance to get what we need. But it'll be nice to go ahead and get this taken care of now, and not have to worry about summoning her later. As of right now, all my female heroes are 6 stars, except for the 2 of the Dead or Alive characters. Oh, was it Neo Tengu and Mary? They're still, I think they're 5 stars right now. It's been a while since we've hit pity. That might be the case. Kind of lost count because I was talking and it's early in the morning as always. Alright, I believe next one's pity. Unless I miscounted. Alright. Let's do this. So, as you probably tell from my slight disinterest, I don't exactly have intentions of using Makara anytime soon. Nope. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. We're gonna get a bunch of shims. I mean, I do have the resources to brute force this, but I don't exactly want to do it for Makara of all people. I still haven't even caught up on the main story. Part of my disinterest in the main story is a lot of the at least the ones I'm on right now, they're all like forcing me to use certain characters, and they're kind of more, some of them are kind of more puzzly rather than just me stomping everything with the characters I actually have built. And that and I've just been busy. Lots of games to work on. Are you just gonna eat up all my vouchers? With whatever free Gates of Fate I have, I've been gradually doing the Gates of Fate of like male characters and getting those finished. And just doing those gets you like 3 vouchers for each character almost. That's assuming you do all the challenges. Because people do ask sometimes how I have so much stuff. I mean, granted, I used to also whale, which also gave me kind of a buffer. And I did go and get the recent not Gate of Fate, whatever skin for Slarna. Alright, pity. Nope, I miscounted. Now it's pity. Alright, we've gotten 2 shims. And our rate is terrible. Alright, so that is 230 summons for 3 SSRs. So that's almost, it's like every 75 summons, give or take. But didn't actually get through all my vouchers, so that's good. Fallen Princess, a princess wandering in a foreign land with a heart both resilient and fragile. So I think next month is LLR Faraqua, which will be kind of interesting. Again, I don't really have room for her in the box, but be fun to play around with. But anyway, let me build up this character and I'll be right back. Alright, so a few other updates. There is a new Gate of Fate, not Gate of Fate, new Time Rift. So I'll have fun going through that because I get to actually use my own units for that. There's also Forbidden Battleground, which is always fun to mess around with. Yeah, let's dive into this. I did look a little bit into the characters. Shim is essentially going to be part of the meta. Supposedly he's just a kind of a decent heavy hitter. He apparently gets stacks that buffs up his stuff. The stacks get applied after every action, and it also, I think, with this 3C, it triggers off things like AoEs. So, supposedly he's used to try to counter Dragon Slayer somehow, but I don't intend on using him, so it doesn't really matter. As for Makara, she can either be a assassin or a holy class. The holy class does still get to use daggers, but can't use any of the other stuff, so can't equip leather. So I went ahead and stuck with the assassin class purely because it has better equipment for assassinations. As for her kit, she gets plus attack and crit damage. After using a skill, it applies a special hidden blade effect to a random empty block within 1 block of the skill's target location. When an enemy unit ends its turn on this terrain, they take fixed damage. Based off Makara's attack, and it lasts for 2 turns. After taking action, can cast Veilblade's Shadowbound, which will do a straight line AoE that'll hit the first target it hits and not anything behind it for 0.1 times AoE damage and steal 1 buff. If this attack deals critical damage, it will steal an additional buff. It also applies crit and damage increase by 20% to the first ally within range. Lasts 1 turn. Alright. And then skill-wise, she is another one of those assassins that gets access to the healing spell that scales off attack and dispels 2 buffs. The bad part about Salvation, of course, is its range. It's range 1. She also gets access to mass attack, so she can be used as a supporty character. I wouldn't really use her for healing because she only has single target heals, but it is something. She does get, of course, some standard assassination skills and some decent support passives. But the main things here, we got Silent Blade Kiss, attacks a single enemy, that's 2 range, 2 cooldown, 1.5 times damage, ignores melee damage reduction. After use, the span of the next talent skill will change to 3-line AoE instead of 1 line. And it'll apply the first unit hit for each line. So, attack with this, and then you can just kind of do a little extra AoE damage, essentially. And then she has Illusory Dance, which allows her to teleport to an allied hidden blade within 7 blocks, and then gain crit and crit damage increase by 20% for 2 turns, can attack again after use. So one thing to note about this is this will apply one of those special special trap things, blade traps or whatever. And then of course, since she's technically going through an act again here, she will actually be able to proc her line AoE as well. So because of that line AoE and the teleport, you in act again, you technically could probably go without Twilight Star in most cases. Simply because you can already just ping them with an AoE attack to break things like Last Rites. In any case, just went with the standard assassin setup here. Nothing too special. Nothing to note here. Soldier-wise, does have access to some of the SP classes, which is always good. I'm just seeing what we got here. Let's go with Dark Elf Snipers for now. Alright, and then I don't think there's anything else to note. I'm a little surprised there's only 2 exclusive skills. I'm so used to seeing so many exclusives. In any case, let's go ahead and do some awakenings. Clouds and birds, flowers and dance, all the splendor of days gone by, in the end reduced to flames. Alright. Don't really need to worry about any of that. Alright, a Zion, Alia, and a Betty. Yeah, an infinite range AoE is kind of interesting. Might get hit here. Not much I can do about that. Not sure I want to ping her with this, but we'll go ahead and do it anyway. Yeah, it's gonna counterattack like that. Alright. Okay. Alright, next. Not even death or the abyss can halt these pounding steps. Beyond dreams, the bond of blood will guide us to reunion at last. Alright, let's murder. Oh my god, you're giving me Virelia? And you have an AoE? Okay, we're good to go. And she has her own strength then? I mean, I guess that's certainly an option. Yeah, it's quite the showcase. I don't even know what you do. Oh, wow. Cool. Alright. Let's, Right, I can't actually get in range. Alright, we're gonna do, Wait, why is it like that? For each enemy damage, got it. Attacks all enemies in a straight line, dealing that for each enemy or defensive. Oh, okay, so it's based off how much defensive terrain is nearby. Got it. We definitely need to take her out before things become much worse. Okay, don't need to worry about your AoE now. Okay. So that terrain effect triggered twice because of the talent trigger. The more you know. Alright. Let's just fight. Ooh. Wait. Oh, because my range is only one. Okay. The more you know. So my biggest concern right now is if this will kill me. Nope, it did not. And then I can just ping you. Alright, quick and easy. Soul Seizing Dance. Alright. Alright, Soul Season Dance. 3 cooldown, 2 range, single target. When initiating battle, ignores guard if an allied hidden blade is within 2 blocks. The activates 1.6 times physical damage. After battle, can teleport to any allied hidden blade within 7 blocks. If there are no other enemy female heroes within 1 block of the enemy's attack, before the enemy during this battle, can teleport the enemy to the spot near the block as well. So it's another one of those effects that is similar to, what is that character's name? Similar to Pastier, where she has some male-specific mechanics. Even without it, it's still a decent attack. In most cases, your talent itself is going to be able to get out those hidden blades, and then with that, you should be able to guard bypass relatively easy. Probably the only big issue is, of course, you do need a round to set up at least a single one of those blades. And our teleports unfortunately have a 7 tile range. But besides that, though, it's actually kind of interesting. If I actually had room for this character, I would happily probably try her out. But maybe if I ever get her up to 5 or 6 stars, I'll give her a shot. Or if I just want more assassins. But yeah, not much else to say about that. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. But I just wanted to verify one other thing. Did I actually upgrade you? Yes, I did. Okay, yeah. So Hibiscus is now 6 stars. Alright, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I am The Depressed Hero. This is Langrisser Mobile. I'll see you guys next time.